This is unit 5.2. From this point forward, you can see that the mathematical equations and the way we solve the problems, the analysis, are a lot more complex. So hang in there, guys. Practice makes it perfect. We'll take it one step at a time. Okay? Some concept first. Equations as functions. In the previous unit, we talked about functions are a special kind of relations where for each x input value, we have only one output value, and we use the vertical line test to evaluate that. Now, in this unit, we're going to learn function can also represented by an equation. And the equation will generate ordered pairs by taking an input, which is my x, it's also called domain, and spit out a one output, which is a y. The x value is always called independent, meaning I can grab any value independent from anything and everything. But the outcome, the y, will be a dependent variable because the outcome y depends on a certain rule that connects x and y. The graph of equation is the set of all its ordered pairs, which often form a line or a curve. In this course, we mostly study the line. I'm going to move the sheet upwards. So keep that in mind. Input, output, domain, and range, x and y. Now let's look at if we have ordered pairs, we have function, we have ordered pairs, we have table, and we have graphs. These three things always go together. So now here is a function, y equals x plus 7, and the input is right here, all the independent variables. And the rule, like we said, is x plus 7. That's my equation. So wherever I have x, I just have to replace with all the values here. I'm just highlighting in green. And then I would arrive at y. And if I want to highlight y, I will use the color red here. Okay? So let's see. So when x equals -1, you plug it in. You arrive at 6. -1 plus 7 is 6. So if I write it into my ordered pair format, it's -1, 6. Then next, when x equals 0, 0 plus 7 is 7. So now I have 0 and 7. 2 plus 7 is 9. So I have 2, 9. And finally, 4 plus 7, wherever I have x, I replace it with the green 4. I land in the red 11. So it's 4, 11. If I want to be color matching it, the green should match up and the red should match up. Okay? Same thing with y equals x minus 13. Whoops, let me change the color to blue. X minus 13. So 3 minus 13, your calculator should give you -10. So you should have 3, -10. 6 minus 13, you should have -7. And your calculator should give you this. 9 minus 13, you should have -4. So it's 9 minus 4. 12 minus 13 gives you -1. So it's 12, -1. That's how we calculate the ordered pairs. Okay, so again, the methodology is that you take the equation, and the equation is on top here, and then you put it over here. The equation is the rule. Remember that definition? And wherever you have x, you just replace that x with what I highlighted in green. And then you throw that into the equation, you should come out with a y value, and therefore you have your X and your Y, you put it into the ordered pair format. That's all. So at this point, I want you to press pause, finish 3, 4, 5, 6. When you finish everything, you come back and hit hit play again, and so that you can verify your answers. Okay? And I will write the answers down on the sheet below here. Okay, I have put the answers of 3 and 4 on the screen. I'm gonna move it up a little. And I will do the 5 and 6 because there are fractions involved. So again, plug in 1/2 times -6 minus 9. You use your calculator, you should have -12. 1/2 times -2 minus 9, you should have -10. And then 1/2 times 0 minus 9. Those are one of my favorite numbers because anything times 0, give me 0. 1/2 times 14 should give me 7. 7 minus 9 should give me -2. So that is your number 5. And then you just gather all the x's and match it with all the y's. You just rewrote your order pair in here. So this x is 14 and -2. Okay, same thing here in number 6. -9 times -4/3x plus 11, you should have 23. -3 times -4/3x plus 11, that should be 15. 3 times -4/3x plus 11, you should have 7. -4/3 times 6 plus 11. Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I plugged in the x, but then I also, I shouldn't, because the x has been plugged in already, I shouldn't have the x there. So another mistake made by Miss Burge. Let's see. Now I'm the one doing push-ups in class, right? So that should give me 3. So now you gather all the x's. Oops, that's positive 23, -3, positive 15, positive 3 and 7, and I have 6 and 3. So that's how we use the equations. And when one value, in this case mostly it's all x values are given, you throw it into the equation to calculate the y. So you find that dot in the coordinate plane and you express it in ordered pairs. Okay?